Hi, second and third graders. Last year, or I guess in first grade, you guys learned the difference between abstract and realistic art by doing our monsters and our wild things. Realistic art is art that looks real. Realistic, real, looks real. This is a painting done by Frida Kahlo, and it is realistic. It really looks like this old lady knitting away there. Abstract art comes from your imagination, and when we do our imagination, there's a few different ways that we can do abstract art. Some is taking a subject, this is by Picasso, and just making it our own. So he used a technique called cubism to make this a little more abstract. So this girl is jumping rope, but she doesn't look exactly like somebody who would be jumping rope because she is broken up into all of those sections. We can also do non-objective abstract drawings in paintings and art, and that means we are only using lines and shapes and colors to make our artwork. It doesn't have any objects, it doesn't have any subjects, just lines and shapes. So this one is by an artist called by the name of Kandinsky. And that's what we're going to focus on today is non-objective art. So our art is going to be made with lines, it's going to be made with shapes, but it is not going to be made with pictures. And then we're going to use some of our color theory that we have learned in the last few years to color them in. And then we are going to create a work of art that looks like this. So we're only using lines, we're only using shapes, and we're only using colors. So there's no subjects, no objects, so it is considered a non-objective work of art. So I will take a few minutes. We're going to get all of our supplies out. You're going to need I'm going to give you Sharpies. We're going to need some paper. And then we're going to use some pencils and crayons or color pencils. And I will pass out your supplies if you are in school. Otherwise, you need to pause it and get your supplies out. All right, second and third graders, for your non-objective drawing, we are going to do 3 shapes, 3 lines, a hole, and a plus. So are you ready for this? We're going to start off with a very big triangle that your fist can fit into. Then we're going to do a rectangle. I'm going to put mine behind my triangle. I'll use that little mistake there later. And then I need another, I need a circle that's going to go behind the triangle as well. Do your shapes have to be in the same spot as mine? Nope. Can they be? Yeah. Or they can be your own. So next I am going to put a circle as a hole in my triangle. You can put that little hole in any one of those 3 shapes. Okay. And then we're going to make a plus sign. A plus sign. So we're going to draw a horizontal line. You're going to use the same Sharpie, but I am switching up Sharpies so you can see when I'm coloring. the difference in my spots, my rectangles. I'm going to have you color in each of these rectangles a different color scheme. So that's why I'm putting that big fat black marker in the middle of it. So I'm going to pause the video so you can draw 3 shapes: a large triangle, a large rectangle, a large circle, and then a hole in the middle of one of your shapes, and then a plus sign. All right, so now I am going to draw a horizontal line, which is a line that goes side to side. I'm going to do it right here. Horizontal line, side to side. I am going to do a vertical line. It goes up and down. Oh, I drew it without it being on the screen, sorry. And then I'm going to do a diagonal line. Diagonal. So those 3 lines need to touch the side of the page in a black line, or a black line and black line, like my little mistake right there, or black line to the side of the page. So go ahead and do that right now. I'll pause it again for you. Okay, so now I have some coloring directions for you. I am going to split this paper up. You are going to flip your paper over. I'm going to collect your Sharpies, and then we're going to write on the back. So I want you to flip your paper over, and I want you to write your name and your grade and your teacher code. Okay, so in one box, we are going to color this box black. Write this down. White and gray. I had silver in my container of art sticks, so you guys can use silver if you have it. If you don't, gray, black and white will work perfectly. Okay, in the next box, we're going to do analog colors. In analog colors, we're gonna pick 3 colors next to each other. And so when we look at our color wheel, we can pick several choices. I'm looking for my list that has all of our choices on it, and of course I cannot find it right now. That would be too easy. So I will have that for you up on the board after I teach this. But anyways, it can be red, orange, yellow. You can pick orange, yellow, green, yellow, green, blue, green, blue, purple, blue, purple, red, or purple, red, orange. When you pick those colors, I want you to write them down so you can remember them. So I am going to pick blue, purple, and red. So those are 3 colors, blue, purple, and red, who are next to each other on the color wheel. So write down what you pick. Next, we are going to do monochromatic. Monochromatic colors. Those are lights and darks of a color. So the color you pick plus lights and darks. So I am going to pick red, and then I'm going to do dark red, which is burgundy, maroon, purple reddish, and I'm also going to do light red, which are your pinks. So monochromatic is one color with their tints and shades. So light red, red, and dark red. So pink, red, and burgundy are the colors that I picked. And then the last one is going to be primary or secondary. I am picking primary. Remember, there are 3 primary colors. Only 3 are primary. So these are connected with the solid line on my color wheel. So red, yellow, blue are my primary colors. Secondary colors are the colors that you mix to what you get when you mix 2 primary colors together. So when I mix red and yellow, I get orange. When I mix yellow and blue, I get green. And when I mix blue and red, I get purple or violet. So the dashed lines are your secondary colors, orange, green, and purple. But I'm picking primary. You can pick whichever one you want. So I'm going to do red, blue, and yellow. Okay, so now that I have these written in pencil on the back, I know what to do when I flip my paper over and color these in. So this square, I'm going to do black, white, and gray. This square, I am going to do blue, purples, and red. This rectangle, I am going to do my primary colors, red, blue, and yellow, and this one is going to do monochromatic, so my lights and darks of red. When I hit the big fat black line, I switch my color scheme. So don't go over. I'm not going to put black, gray, and white in this one because I hit the big black line before I get there. This is my example. I'll get you that big thick line that I was talking about so you can see the difference in my color schemes. So we color around the edges, then in the middle, one direction, itty bitties, make it look good because your coloring is part of your grade. So I can create a non-objective work of art using lines, shapes, and colors. Good luck.